welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. A big welcome back to my beautiful returning subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being here and for your presence, for your friendship. Thank you especially to those who have commented this month, and a big congratulations to this month's winner. Another opportunity to win a free reading with me will be posted soon as well. So be sure to drop your comment below and hit your notification bell if you would like to be considered for a free private reading with me. And if you have found yourself here for the very first time, we would love for you to join us. Please subscribe to the channel, drop your comment below because I would love to read for you. And grab yourself some snacks, get cozy, and we'll have a little bit of a chat because we're all friends when we gather around my table. So for today's pick a card reading, we're looking at June love predictions. So what's going to happen in the month of June when it comes to love, what shifts and changes, who's coming forward. We have 3 piles for you to choose from today. Pile number 1 here with this dappled gray horse, the Knight of Pentacles, and the yellow flower. Pile number 2 here with the Knight of Cups, this beautiful white horse, and the pink flower. And pile number 3 with the Knight of Wands and this very fiery firecracker horse here with the purple flower. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be a message waiting from Spirit, and my timestamps are listed below. I'm going to jump right into pile number 1. Again, today we're looking at June love predictions. So who is coming forward? What sort of shifts and changes in love are coming in the month of June? Pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. You were drawn to the little yellow flower or to the Knight of Pentacles here, and this is your reading. What can you expect for the month of June when it comes to love? So who is coming forward? Now the Knight of Pentacles is talking about patience and movement, so you could be waiting a long time for shifts in your love life to sort of unfold for you. This could also indicate the type of person that's coming forward for you in the month of June as well, because the Knight of Pentacles is somebody who's dependable. So if you've experienced frustrating energies in the past where people won't text you back or they're sort of elusive, this could be someone that you can really depend on and rely on. And this could be also someone that heads, even as I'm flipping, the Hierophant comes out. So for someone watching, June could bring about an initiation that could lead you to commitment potentially. So let's see what's happening in the month of June for you, pile 1. The 2 of Swords, shifts in love in June. What is coming? 3 of Wands. So if you have been very patient, there is movement coming for you in the month of June. And if it's like you're stepping back onto your throne, you're stepping back into your power, there's a sense of a long time of passive energy. Maybe you've been protective of your heart. Maybe you've been really careful. Maybe you purposefully shut down love for a while to prepare yourself for more. Because I feel like someone has gone through like a healing period or a healing phase. And now it's like you feel prepared. You feel ready to open up the door again. You feel ready to take a bit of a risk, even though there's a little bit of fear I'm feeling. This Queen of Wands doesn't often give me the sense of fear, but there's a little bit of fear coming out. But I feel like you're ready to kind of get back out there. It's like you're ready to do it afraid. 5 of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. Back of the deck is the 6 of Cups with the Chariot. So we definitely see movement for you, pile 1, in the month of June, which is really exciting. And what's really lovely is that the movement that we're seeing, it's like worth the wait. So if you've been waiting, this is what you've been waiting for. So if you've been trying to manifest, if you've shut down a little bit in order to heal, then Spirit says that that momentum is going to pick up for you. Yeah, there's the Devil. I feel like you've experienced some pretty strong yet negative attachments in the past, and perhaps it's been difficult for you to shake them, even though you know they're not really good for you. But that's why there's a stark contrast with this person coming forward, because if you've experienced a difficult person in the past or a difficult connection, it's like this is the extreme opposite of that person. And I keep seeing and keep being told that for someone watching, this person coming forward in June is the person you might commit with. 4 of Pentacles. So it's really important to take advantage of the opportunity that's going to present for you. It's really important to kind of head down that path with a spirit of confidence, even if you're shaking, even if your legs are shaking a little bit as you traverse that confidence. Spirit says it's really important to take advantage of the opportunity. And you can see that there's a difference between this Two of Swords, which is very guarded, and now the Four of Pentacles, which is also an insecurity, a fear of what I've currently built. Perhaps you've built it on your own and not wanting to risk it. But it's also protecting the heart chakra. She has that coin in front, but it's a little more inviting. There's a little more wiggle room to work with than the Two of Swords is representing. And so there's like, I see an elevation in you. I see confidence being increased. We have the Ace of Wands. They want you to know that everything you've been through in the past is going to be worth it because of this next shift and change in your love life. It's bringing about all of the change that you really need. And there's the Queen of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles. Back of the deck is the Fool. And there's the Magician. It's like your attempt to take back control and heal, spend some time perhaps purposefully single, is going to pay off in droves for you, because you've manifested this shift and change. And I feel like you've actively tried to do that. Like you've actively tried to manifest this shift and change in your love life, and it's going to pay off for you in a big way. And now the last step for you, Pile 1, is to take that leap of faith when it presents in June. And the fear will be there. But the Five of Wands is not talking about a hurdle that we can't overcome. In fact, they're saying that overcoming this hurdle brings you to victory, because then it combines with this beautiful Ace of Wands and it creates this beautiful sense of victory for you. And there's so much commitment waiting for you in the future. The Queen of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles. So they're really encouraging this exploration. And they're not saying that you're going to go from, the beginning of June to the end of June to the altar. That's obviously not going to happen. It's going to take time for this relationship to grow and evolve, but they're saying that there's movement for you. There's movement for you. So take this next opportunity. It's going to make you feel the complete opposite of what the past situations you've been through are going to make you feel. If you're feeling a stark insecurity in the past of your relationships, all of a sudden you're sitting on your throne very comfortably. Not a care in the world. We have here intuitive communication, silent whispers of the heart. And I love that card came out for you, because the Six of Cups, really in here, Sacred Earth Mother, a message of love. So your guides and angels are really excited to talk to you about this, because they really want to sort of blare the trumpet that you have this reunion coming. So if you may not even feel like you're prepared, maybe you're like, oh, I'm not really 100% ready. They're saying that by June you will be ready. And even though you're not 100% ready, even if you aren't, they say you're going to leap anyway. You're going to take that leap of faith anyway, because you're going to feel really connected to this person right off the bat. So you're going to recognize them. There'll be some sort of like internal reaction. And the most beautiful movement and transition, because of all of this influence and change in June, is the peace that you're going to experience. Because if we started here with the Two of Swords in the recent past, that means that you've experienced an upheaval. And now you perhaps a big mourning phase, a big loss. And maybe you're in that shade of gray, that period after a loss where you just kind of get into this this momentum of it just is what it is, and you're not feeling happy, you're not feeling sad, it's just a baseline. But Spirit says this opportunity is moving you forward into a state of peace. Love predictions, please, pile. Number 1, we have here, be bold and make the first move. Be bold and make the first move. And the Queen of Wands is not afraid to be bold. She's not afraid to harness all of that confidence and be very flirtatious as well. We have here, bring love into the situation. And back of the deck says it's time to show the world the real you. It's time to take our masks off. It's time to be vulnerable. And that's the whole, essence of being human. The essence of evolution is to be vulnerable. And that's how we move our chariot forward. We take advantage of the opportunity. We make a move and we leap through that doorway We take that leap of faith, and that's what's going to bring us to success. When I say that I feel like this could be your forever person for someone watching, I really mean that. I feel like this could be your forever person. June love predictions. What is happening in June for pile number 1? We have here morning memory. It says its healing gift runs a destined course. The morning dawn, our inspired source. Meditate under the sun. Keep your head high and follow the sun to prepare yourself. And I love that it says meditate under the sun, and we have this beautiful Queen of Wands. You could be a Leo. We have here draw down the moon. The forest nymphs dance in sheer delight, singing soft songs. Find us in the wild. Good night. It's because when this person shows up, you're being encouraged to make that move, to take that leap of faith. And that the moon represents the reflections, represents our fears of the unknown. But Spirit says the only thing that's waiting for you here in this particular unknown is abundance and security and a relationship that makes you feel mutually emotionally supported. It's like a gift coming in from the universe, and this person's going to be very generous with you. I will say too that I feel like they are very dependable. There's someone who's going to be very generous with you. They'll be the type that brings you flowers. We have here, it's so worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. This has been worth the wait. So Spirit is just asking you to have some trust and faith in the situation. It's calling for you to have some faith. If you're currently sitting in this mindset and you're like, I can't imagine things shifting so drastically for me in a month's time, that's where faith comes in. That's where our faith comes in. And that's what your guides are really asking for right now. They say you don't need to know the hows, the whys, and how everything's going to sort of evolve. They just want you to have faith. And they want you to know that everything you've been through, it was purposeful to lead you to this point, and it was worth waiting for. Because it feels like an exhale. It feels like the ability to rest easy with this connection, because it feels like it's heading into a commitment as well. Let's get a charm bowl for you, pile 1. Can you tell me about June love predictions for pile number 1? This has been an excellent reading for you. Two of Swords seems to be it could be where you're sitting right this moment. There's a Three of Swords reversed, and there's the Queen of Wands. You definitely could be that fire sign. So we're sitting in this passive energy, protective energy of the Two of Swords, feeling a little bit insecure, feeling guarded, perhaps sort of guarding ourselves and being a gatekeeper and saying, I'm not going to let anybody in. I'm not going to fall first. I'm not going to be vulnerable. There's no way I'm going to take a risk. But this Queen of Wands is preparing herself. She's prepared. She's focused. She has everything in her wheelhouse to succeed. And on the other side of this is the Three of Swords reversed. So if you've experienced conflict, internal conflict, heartbreak, there's solutions. There's freedom coming in. There is a healing and a respite after that loss coming in with this next connection. In the bowl today, we have the letters A and G. They could be initials. We've got a lot going on here. Okay, so we have the shovel. So the shovel is talking about digging ourselves a bigger trench with our own restrictions, our own insecurity. We have here the big syringe. So I think about obsession with the devil. I also think about, perhaps embarking or involving myself with things that I know aren't really necessarily good for me, that I might need to give up. So take that as it resonates. I also have here the nursing cap on the heart. So a broken heart, a nursing hospital connection as well, potentially with the Red Cross here. So take that as it resonates too. You could work perhaps in that sector. We have dolphin, playfulness, somebody with a great laugh coming in for you. And there's a lot of flirtation coming in. So you're going to be really attracted to the next person coming forward. Here's that moon though, Scorpio energy. Don't be afraid to go beyond those pillars or that veil, because this King of Cups, they could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio coming in for you potentially. But more importantly, this King of Cups is talking about an emotionally supportive and available person. There's the diamond, a diamond in the rough, but also commitments, Pisces going with the flow, and Four of Wands, 2 celebration, 2 commitments for some of you as well. Four of Wands, twin flame energy. Just a beautiful, beautiful spread for you today, pile 1. If that resonated with you, I'd love to hear your story below. Even if you have to come back after June, I'd love to hear what happens. It always helps me to bring you guys more content, to be able to get feedback from you. So don't be shy to leave me a comment. And if you do drop me a comment, be sure to subscribe and hit your notification bell so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can also check out my private readings through my Etsy account, and that link is below. But I hope that you come back here for another visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a great day. Hello, pile 2. You are drawn to the pink flower, or perhaps to the Knight of Cups here, this beautiful white horse, and this is your reading. Who is coming in the month of June? What changes and shifts to your love life are going to show up? So the Knight of Cups is talking about vulnerability, movement in love, perhaps a water sign coming forward towards you, but it also, the horse in general is the symbol of strength, endurance and freedom. We always have a choice. So there's a sense of movement, but feeling a little bit vulnerable in that movement. So we'll see what is coming out for you for the month of June. In love for pile 2, please. King of Swords. We have the Star. So you could be an Aquarius, or you could have an Aquarius coming forward, because very, very strong air energy here. The 6 of Coins. Whoop, an explosion. So we have the 10 of Swords in the reverse. We also have the Queen of Cups. I want to keep her in the upright. The 2 of Cups. You definitely have a relationship that's coming. You definitely have change coming. We have Chariot energy. There's a very strong water element here. There's also a very strong air element. So someone could be a Cancer or a Scorpio. We also have really strong Aquarius and Libra energy here as well. I'm going to clarify with a second deck here. But we definitely see movement for you in the month of June, pile 2. And it's like we have to be prepared for it. And that's why the Knight of Cups perhaps is where you were drawn, because it's going to take a little bit of vulnerability to allow ourselves and give ourselves the permission to go beyond these pillars and see what this path, or where this path is going to take us. What's kind of interesting is that there's a mutual sort of benefit happening here between you and the person coming forward for you in June. The person coming forward, I do feel like there's a healing, perhaps even for you, there's a healing energy that's going to come in, because there's someone in this connection that's going to be very sort of guarded. And this guarding is purposeful because they're trying to keep themselves safe, but it's actually evidence that they haven't healed at all from past situations. So it's a mutually beneficial situation. In fact, the divine feminine here is almost coming in as a savior to the person coming forward. So if you're the divine feminine, it's like you're showing up at the nick of time for the person who's showing up for you. So it's kind of interesting the way that that's being presented. But what I really like is that the 10 of Cups, or 10 of Swords, I'm sorry, is reversed. So this is the end of really tough cycles. This is freedom from really tough cycles. We have the 6 of Cups. There could be a past life connection here. You may have even known this person in this lifetime, but that's only for somebody specific. We have the Hierophant. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the King of Swords. And we have the 8 of Swords. Back of the deck is the 7 of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Now, the 7 of Cups is talking about options that are coming in. It's really talking about making decisions, of course, with our heart as well. It brings me right back to the Knight of Cups, brings me to the Chariot energy here as well, because you have to make a choice about this person. Here's that Queen of Cups. And I feel like you're going to be a little bit indecisive here too, because I feel like you're not sure if they're your type, or you're not 100% sure if they're the one for you. because you may have experienced pain in your past too, where you're just like, I'm open to new relationships, but I'm going to be careful going forward. I feel like you're way more emotionally available than this person is, because they're drawing from what they would call logic, but Spirit says it's actually pessimism. And they think that they're being smart. It's like they're being cautiously smart as they move forward in love. So you could actually meet this person online. So take that as it resonates. That's not for everyone, but you could actually meet this person online potentially. And there's going to be a communication that starts first. And that's why I feel like it could start online, because the communication seems to be a back and forth first. That's the in. And that really gives this person an opportunity to start that healing process even almost before the relationship starts. So you might talk to this person online before it actually persists into a relationship, because there's a sense of there's a sense of hesitation, or there is a sense of still a restriction coming in. Let me clarify that 8 of Swords. I just saw the World. Here we have the Tower. We have the 7 of Pentacles, and we have the Empress. Back of the deck is the King of Pentacles. I will say this, 9 of Cups and 4 of Wands, this is not for everyone. And I sense that here too with the Star and the Hierophant. But for someone watching, and actually this was a similar theme in pile 1, so there may be a message waiting there for you too, that this could be, that's why they're encouraging that leap of faith, that vulnerability. This could be where we could rest our heart. This could be where we have commitments waiting for us, as long as we don't fall into prisons of fear of our own design. That's why this 2 of Cups is in the future position, where it's begging for exploration. It's begging for more. It's just the beginnings. So I feel like in June, there's the beginnings of a relationship, but we have to explore it further. And there will be further conflicts. And for some, I feel like the conflict might be distance. Again, if it's an online situation. But truly, even if there are sort of practical conflicts, Spirit says that the only real conflict in place is that fear. Fear that was instilled in past situations. Wherever it was instigated doesn't really matter. Spirit says it's going to be fear that of the unknown, fear of permanent change that will slow down the trajectory. But they say that the relationship will form in June. Can you clarify the Star, please? Queen of Cups. It's like you are the key to this person's healing. You are the key, or vice versa. This can also be reversed, but it's like you are the key to this person's healing. And it's like without your influence, it's like you're coming in to help this person. Because without your influence, it's like they would have a very difficult time being able to close off this cycle and be able to open up a brand new cycle. So it feels like it's going to start online, and it feels like communication is going to be key. There's a beautiful sort of back and forth. And I will say that for someone watching, this communication online could go into a very heated, fiery place as well. Page of Swords, yeah. I feel like there's a distance between you or something, because there's challenges that get in the way. And there's like practical plans that the two of you have to work around and come to solutions and make solutions for, to be able to take this where it can potentially go. And when I say where it can potentially go, I mean there's potential here for days. The Empress is talking even about abundance in our position in home. For someone watching, it could even lead to children if that is the path you want to take. But it's going to start in June. There will still be obstacles here, but it's going to start in June. We have here Lost Love. It says surrender, healing, and release. And I do feel like you perhaps have experienced that, but I definitely feel the person coming in for you has experienced that lost love. And you're the key to that release. We also have here perception, beyond the veil of illusion. And back of the deck says the dream. Something is revealed, insight, and breakthrough. And I see the breakthrough with the 10 of Swords. And you are the Queen of Wands, or the Queen of Cups here is the key to this breakthrough. It's like you are the light that shines to create the beacon for this King of Swords to focus upon, so that they can get themselves back on track. Because I feel like you can even see in this particular King of Swords, he's seated deep in thought, and it's the influence of this Queen of Cups that's making them redirect and choose a new path. And that's why the 7 of Pentacles is here. please, for pile 2. We have here silent skill. I challenge you to unpack your mind. In meditation's grace, the soul can unwind. Breathe in and breathe out and let go of doubt. And I do feel like there will be doubt moving into the future of the connection only because of the obstacles. But these obstacles are just that. They're just a hurdle to overcome. So with determination, we can power through them. They're not insurmountable at all. And the rewards, Spirit keeps saying that the rewards can be great. There's the 4 of Wands even. The rewards can be really, really great in this situation if we're willing to take the risks and put the work in to overcome our own restrictions. It says here, Divine Guardian, do not be nervous today or tonight. The path you're on will lead you just right. So don't be afraid to be that beautiful space of vulnerability in this opportunity that's going to show up for you in June. Don't be afraid to be the vulnerable party, because Spirit says that you will be rewarded for that boldness. What is coming for the month of June for pile number 2, please? We have here unfinished business, unfinished symphony. And it draws my attention right to the 6 of Cups for some reason, because it's talking about someone from a past life returning. Because when we have these soulmate type connections, they sometimes return. We cross paths in our lifetime so that we can get another crack at it, another crack at evolution, another crack at overcoming our fear that leads to restrictions. So there's so much potential here. But like any egg of potential, it has to be cared for. So in the month of June, it seems to sort of center around the communication that begins the relationship. And I will say this, that I do feel like both of you will be sort of wearing masks. This person will be putting forth their best foot forward during these communications, and they're going to be, it's like getting to know each other. You know, there's going to be masks being worn, and we all do that when we meet new people. We kind of put on the masks that the other person requires of us in that moment. We have here the egg again, number 19, keeping our head high and following the sun and being flexible and patient as well. And the flexibility is going to really come in key, especially if there is sort of travel issues or space between that leads to those complications. Back of the deck says imagine, number 20, which is the judgment energy. It's about focus, and it's really talking about brand new beginnings. You're on the precipice of a brand new day. Let's get a charm bowl for you, pile 2. Charm bowl, please. The month of June, what's coming in for pile number 2 in love? What can you tell me about this person? King of Coins, the 8 of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. Now the King of Coins is sideways, so there's a little bit of a passive energy here with the Divine Masculine coming in, but that's the person that feels really guarded a little bit. Now we have the Queen of Swords with the 8 of Swords in the bowl as well. We had the 8 of Swords in your spread, which really is indicating some of the fears and restrictions that we may feel, but this Queen of Swords is keeping her wits about her. She's the leader. She's the one who's sort of guiding everyone out of the darkness and into the light. And that's why your strength and your vulnerability in the month of June is going to be so imperative. We have the letter R. We have here the pink fish bones, and I think of the Divine Feminine, I think of the 10 of Swords, and I think about releasing expectations from the past and healing coming in. Here's the Peace of the Heart. We have the Chanel number 5. It's talking about challenges and obstacles, but it's also talking about sort of the rewards. Somebody's going to be really attracted to you. We have the 2 hearts linked up, and we have the 2 of Cups, so a relationship forming. We have the Knight of Wands, and we have the 3 of Wands. And we have this starfish with the hatchet. As I say, the communication is going to be kind of fiery, and I feel like it's really exciting because the Knight of Wands, it's impulsive energy, and it could just be that fiery sort of sexual impulsivity that leads to conquering this 8 of Swords, because sometimes that 8 of Wands is exactly the momentum we need to just pile drive right through any of our fears that we have. So there's going to be fiery communication in the month of June too. All right, pile 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates. And if it did, I'd love to hear your story in the comments section, even if you have to come back to tell me what happened in June. I would love to hear your story. If you do, be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. And you can also check me out for a private reading through my Etsy account, and that link is below. But I hope that you come back here for another visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. You were drawn to the purple flower or to the Knight of Wands, and this is your reading. What are your June love predictions? Who is coming in the month of June? What sort of shifts and changes are coming in? Now, the Knight of Wands is definitely an energy of movement. It talks about fiery and impulsive energy as well. You can see the big firecracker. So this could represent the person coming forward, or perhaps Spirit's advice to you on how to proceed once this person does show up in June. So what shifts and changes are coming in for pile 3, please, for the month of June? Shifts in love. We have the Empress. Now the Empress, when she shows up in that position, it's kind of like the world showing up there. You can see all of this abundance that surrounds her, but she has this little rabbit, which is a symbol of fertility and the abundance that she represents there. But the rabbit for me is also a symbol of the Page of Wands, of having to leap into adventure, having to take chances and take risks when we feel compelled to. Otherwise, we won't be able to sit on that throne. It's kind of like the momentum of the Fool that leads us to the world. So this could be giving us a sneak peek of where this momentum could take you. And being sort of propelled from June. We have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Two of Wands in the reverse. We have the Five of Swords in the reverse. Any more predictions, please? We have the Lovers. Love predictions, please. Ace of Swords. Let's squeeze that in there. Back at the deck is the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. So the person coming forward for you, pile 3, could be a fire sign. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. I'm really getting strong Sagittarius vibes, but you could also be a fire sign potentially here with this beautiful Queen of Wands as well. What's really interesting about this energy is that this person is... there's something about them that makes you delay. There's something about them. I don't know if they're really impulsive or it's just they're really fueled with really physical energy and that makes you uncomfortable. But there's something about this person that you're like really attracted to them. You can't help but be attracted to them in a very physical way. I think they're really good looking. So you can't help but be attracted to them. And there's something beyond the physical attraction there too, but you hesitate. Perhaps because they're very filled with energy or really impulsive, and that makes you kind of nervous, but there's a hesitation coming in for you. So you delay in taking that leap of faith because of an internal conflict. But Spirit says that that's not going to last long. That internal conflict's not going to last long. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And although you may feel like this person is really impulsive, Spirit says that they're actually somebody really dependable coming in for you. They'll be there when they say they're going to be there to pick you up, or they will text you. They will make sure that like they're really dependable. Even though they may appear really, really impulsive, there's the Emperor. They don't want you to delay. That's what your guides want you to know. They're like, you will delay because there's going to be and it's like a frustrating energy. It's like you will delay. It's almost like you're putting yourself through the delay too. It's like a self-inflicted delay. But they're really encouraging you because they say this person can be depended upon. The Ace of Swords. The Lovers. You could be a Gemini. There's Gemini, very strong Gemini energy here too. Taurus. We have the Tower. Back of the deck, we have the Six of Cups. And in this case, there's the Two of Pentacles. In this case, Spirit says that the Tower is not representing something terrifying and an upheaval that leads to chaos. It's representing an epiphany for you. And it is representing permanent change, but in the best possible way. Permanent change that could lead to even potential a long-standing commitment, like perhaps even real commitment here, marriages for some, for others a long relationship. There's the Seven of Pentacles or Seven of Swords. But the reason why you delay is not because you're not actually interested in this person, because there's a lot of attraction there. And you may tell yourself that there's something about this person that rubs you the wrong way or you're not sure about. But the truth is, Spirit says that you're still looking backwards. So if we were honest with ourselves during this delay, and Spirit says all power to you for taking the delay, completely up to you, but they're encouraging you not to delay too long because this could be your person. And they say that sort of there's an internal conflict happening within us when this person shows up, but the truth is that we're looking backwards, and this person's coming in to kind of help you propel yourself forward. Their job is to help you come forward and to help create permanent change for you. It's almost being presented, it could even start as a friendship. You may keep it in the friendship realm, but the attraction's too much. And it's an obvious attraction. So it's not like you can stay in the friendship realm, but you may be like, yeah, let's start as friends and see where it goes. Spirit says that's not where it's going to end. The attraction's too strong. And so it's sort of, the truth kind of hits us really hard because it's a mutual thing. You can even see Cupid's arrow hitting us. It's a mutual attraction that you guys can't deny. And it's because I feel like there was a collaboration in your soul contracts. There was an agreement that you guys would cross paths and collide in this lifetime. And it seems like not a moment too soon, because it's an opportunity for you to resolve the internal conflict that has been plaguing you. And it's been a really good luck day for June love. I'm telling you, June is the month for most people to create the opportunity for a lot of advancement in love. And so Spirit's really excited. They know that you might create a little bit of a delay because of an internal conflict, but they are really encouraging you to, instead of looking at the situation from a fear mindset, they want you to look at it from every angle so that you can see the truth. And so that the epiphany can come in and hit you. Because once that epiphany hits you, like Cupid's arrow, it's like being hit by a magic potion. You can't stop it. We have here perception. Look beyond the veil of illusion. The veil of illusion being our own fears in this case. We have here the search. Feeling lost, confused, and lonely. And back of the deck says healing, though, reconnecting with your true nature. And if this is where you're coming from, it's going to trickle in. It's like a wave or a ripple. It's going to ripple out into this new opportunity, but that's okay, because you are going to gain so much momentum and confidence by mastering that moment, by leaping anyway, by taking the risk anyway, by entering into the unknown, perhaps trembling, but doing it afraid. And it's going to lead to a permanent change in your life. So permanent upheaval, but this upheaval is very positive. June love predictions, please, for pile number 2. We have here children. Your love life is being affected by children. Now, you may already be a parent, and that's why you're delaying. The Empress is, again, there's a symbol of fertility here. There's a sense of responsibility on the Empress's shoulder. So this is a message not for everyone, but for someone specific, that they may be a big influence on why you delay here, because you're being careful. And that's why Spirit says this person's safe. This person's okay. This person's dependable. And they can help you rebuild any of the towers that were knocked down for you in the past. We also have finances and career are a factor right now. And I will say that too, that this person coming forward is very secure in that realm. So that's sort of a tempting energy as well. There's a lot of security here with the King of Pentacles. Back of the deck says, make the effort. Great love is worth it. Is worth the steps you're guided to take. So your guides and angels are just encouraging you, giving you little nudges forward to not delay too much when this person shows up for you in June. June love predictions, please, for pile number 3. We have here a leg up. I feel like you could be a mom for someone watching. Not for everyone, but I feel like there's a mom watching. And that's why you're guarded, and that's why you're careful, and that's why you delay. And I feel like even the delay frustrates you because the attraction is so strong. But it's like you're a thinker, and you're careful about the doorways that you take now because of the influences of other people. Because you look at the little babies being trailed upon, it's like you have other responsibilities. And the gateway here, the number 11, is the justice energy of like, where could this head? What are the consequences of me doing this? And I feel like the consequences don't just lie on your shoulders, but you feel the weight of other people's lives on your shoulders too. But that's why Spirit wants you to know that this person is dependable. And there's also a sense of this person valuing the family unit, or valuing tradition. They want to do things right. They want to be seen as someone with integrity. They're a very protective energy too. This person's focused. They're driven. They're a very protective emperor. So Spirit understands why you would delay, but they also are trying to give you some comfort in knowing that this person's dependable, and they will help you. If you've done it alone, if you've done it on your own, this person's here that can give you a hand, can give you a leg up. We have here Sunlight. Time here turns to release and unfurl. Old cords of pain old cords of pain fade as the sunlight burns. And back of the deck says deeper. You're not finished. You're not yet done. Dig deeper and deeper. The best is yet to come. Hold on. Hold on. I almost feel like I could cry for a moment. I felt like a wave of emotion because I feel like someone out there has like sworn off people, sworn off love for themselves because you're so focused on other people in your life. And you're like, I'm done. I'm not going to do this again. I'm going to focus. But Spirit says, you're wrong. You're wrong. Don't give up on your own life. Your journey matters. Your happiness, your fulfillment matters. And especially if you have little people under your care, what they need to see is someone who's feeling fulfilled and emboldened and excited about their own life. That's the sort of the example that they need. So they don't want you to shut that door on love for yourself yet, because they said it's like a wave. It's coming. The Tower is coming with change that we can't stop now. It's a momentum that's coming, and it's positive change. So they want to reinforce that. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile 3. Who is coming forward? What is this person like in June? 4 of Cups reversed. They are going to bring about a new outlook to your experience. They're going to help you see things in a new light, and they're going to help you kind of conquer your own insecurity. They're very protective. Taurus energy, very strong with this person. Very protective. And really attracted to you. I will say that there's like a thirst coming in from the Emperor. Really attracted to you. And really, I keep saying possessive or protective, but almost like a possessive protection. Like they want to keep you safe. And they get jealous over you really easily. Another little pinch here. Okay, so today we have the letter A in the bowl. We also have the Dagaz rune, the Dawn rune. We have the angel, and we have the guitar pick. And we also have this stone that makes me think of the Queen of Swords. So you could be an air sign, or you could just be very focused and your eyes are wide open. It's like you're, not that you're guarded, but you're just really, acutely aware of your surroundings all the time. We have the little wrench in our plan. I think of children when I see this little angel. So your little angels, perhaps. We have the Knight of Cups. And we have the 9 of Pentacles. We also have the 6 of Wands and the Knight of Wands. So we started with the Knight of Wands. Again, they could be a fire sign, and they could be, I feel like out of the gate, there's going to be a lot of attraction between the two of you, which makes you feel really impulsive, and you're scared of that impulsivity. The confidence will lead you there. And I feel like this person comes in kind of overconfident, or maybe that's what I don't want to say rubs you the wrong way, but makes you feel a little insecure, is this person's confidence. It's not true confidence, though. It's kind of feigned a little bit, because the truth is that they just are really attracted to you, and they're trying to overcompensate. Now, this Knight of Cups with the 9 of Pentacles is really indicating that leaps of faith, and being vulnerable here can definitely lead you to a place that you feel really proud of and secure with this 9 of Pentacles. All right, pile number 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. If it did, I'd love to hear your story below in the comments section. Even if you have to come back after June to tell me what happened, I would love to hear your story. And be sure, if you do, to drop that comment below, to hit your notification bell and your like button, to subscribe to the channel so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. And I want to congratulate this month's winner. You can also check me out for personal reading from Etsy if you feel called to, and that link is below. And I have a bunch of links below for Instagram and other sites that I'm involved with, so you can take a peek if you're interested. But I hope that you come back here for another visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day.